We're on top of a ridge, and this is more of the other side going down, flattens out, and then it drops off on the other side of the mountain. Kind of thick, these woods. Again, we're on the south mountain of Burkittsville. More films to go, and we're gonna be here all night and the rest of the day. Around 5, gets dark at 7, and I'll be right back at you, y'all. All right, y'all. Showed around the camp, we're keeping the fire low so it gets a little darker, but that's our wood pile. There's a lot of wood here, but it goes fast. Anybody knows camping knows the wood goes fast. So it might seem like a lot of wood. It really is not a lot of wood, but it's some good hardwood, so it kind of lasts longer. Some of it's a little punky. We try to go up over yonder where there's more wood, but not a lot of flat spaces because we're on a ridge, and yeah, as you can tell, real rocky on top of this ridge. But wanted to show you, that's our little wood pile. Get a good, still learning how to use this stabilizer, but that's a wood pile. That's a little that's our wood. That's me and Keo's tent. She did very good in the tent. I thought she would get a little weirded out being in a close space, but she slept pretty good last night. See if I could drop down. That's Will's little single tent. So that's our camp, and probably in about a little bit I'll film it. Probably getting ready to eat supper here, and I got the Harvest Right. I got a Harvest Right that I make freeze dry, make good homemade foods. Better Mountain House. So me and Akio is gonna have pot roast, and Will, what you got, Will?
Biscuits and gravy again.
Will got the biscuits and gravy, y'all. But he's more than welcome to sample ours too. We're not trying.
Have to.
We're not gonna try to be stuck up and not let Will have some pot roast.
Man's gotta eat.
So, just gonna sit y'all down. Space for camp. Gonna put my glasses on because I can't see without my glasses. Y'all don't see me that much on camera on my videos. I know what I look like. But you're gonna see me now. So we're gonna cook a little bit because the Keo is hungry like always. Ta-da! So we're just hanging out, just chilling.
This didn't happen just on a whim. It took a lot of work for us.
Yes.
Busting tail.
Yes, it's not easy, folks. Let me pull my chair over next to friend Will to throw here. Will was the genius that thought about coming up here, and this is the 5th anniversary, y'all. Kind of special time. Kind of special time for us. 5 years in a row. Met Will at his job. We both started shooting stuff. Found out we both like camping, and first time we went out, he was like, dude, you know the movie The Blair Witch? I'm like, yes, one of my favorites. And he's like, dude, we're going to the town. And I'm like, I'm game. You ain't gotta talk me into that, because I love that stuff, and we've been coming up here ever since. We had a couple jokers with us for the
A couple mishaps at first, and
yeah.
then we just kind of decided we just had to do it ourselves because, I mean,
we're kind of veterans and people aren't hardcore.
You can't go out, you can't come out here if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not going to put in the work.
Yeah, a lot of people want to come out here and don't cut wood. They just want to chill and just use our wood all night and just chill and don't want to help out around camp. So we had to let them folks go, even though, I don't know, we don't really talk to them. They're cool though. They're cool. I ain't trying to diss them or nothing.
Not
but
just an RV campers.
yeah,
They had the Toodaloo back to Camping World.
yeah. They, people. It cracks me up because people are like, "We're going camping," and they get in an RV and think that's camping. Not, if you're watching this.
No disrespect.
No disrespect, but to us, this is camping with tents. You got an RV. It's basically like you're living in a trailer like Eminem or something. So. We're like Ramboing it out here. This is actually luxury for us. We even get, well, it ain't really luxury, but I like, when I'm by myself, if I go camping by myself, I like using a hammock more, even though in the wintertime a hammock gets cold, so you gotta have an under quilt and you gotta have a top quilt. But when I got, a Kia, I probably use the tent more. I like having a tent too, but hammock gives me a little visibility in case somebody wants to get their creep on and try to take your boy out. So, like having the visibility, and with a tent, you zip it up, you're by yourself, and it gets a little, you can't get the vision on that much with the tent, but whatever. We got them things in case somebody want to try to creep up anyways. But
that's confidential.
Yeah, defensive purposes only, folks. Here at SE Wolverines, we don't promote violence. So I'm just saying, I don't like going out in the woods and not being prepared. So you never know. You can meet Jason, Michael Myers,
Blair Witch.
Exactly. Blair might try to get sneaky. So, but we don't like showing things like that because the kiddies, and we don't promote any type of things like that. Use your imagination of what we're talking about. So, we're not gonna talk about. We ain't even gonna say what it is. So just use your imagination. So that's the deal. A lot of people be like, "Oh, we're going camping," and love using RVs and stuff, and to me that's not really camping, really. I don't know.
I mean, what's it worth it to you? Do you want to spend $90 in gas and go, I don't know, a couple hours down the road, maybe 4, maybe 5, or do you want to
Spend $0
and walk? Can't tell you how far we are, but a little ways from town. Spend $0.
especially in Dark Brandon's world? Getting a little hectic and hard to survive out there in this economy right now. And to me, your boy, what my channel's about, I don't think it's gonna get any better. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but it could be the end of your world because you're broke and starved to death in today's society. So I'm not thinking like the Earth's gonna fall from orbit or something, but I don't like spending the cash. I like spending as less money as possible. And when you got a camper, you gotta cough up the little cash. And I don't know about you, but I know my boy here don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. But even if you do have a lot of money, it's expensive nowadays. So we go for free, y'all. That's the advantage of it. Now,
Free public restrooms.
yep, free. Yep, you can take a deuce on the side and pee and do whatever. You're not paying no camping charges. You're not paying a $15. Sometimes I like going to camp, like a tent camping. Sometimes when it's convenient because you got water available. Here, we gotta. Like my man just said, we ain't gonna tell you how far we gotta walk, but it's a little ways to walk to get water. That's the only problem. And Keo's like a fish. She loves water. Water's heavy, so it's a pain, really. I didn't film too much today because when we woke up, we had to go back a ways to get water and fill up and get resupply. That's the only thing. We're not camping next to a river or on a mountain, and there's no water around here, so that's what it is. So I don't know. It got hot today. They said it was like supposed to be said 68, but you know the fake news, and it really was 78, but it's cooling off fast. And I don't know if it's picking up. You can hear the wind blowing, and it's getting a little chilly. Probably put a jacket on here in a little bit.
We were just talking. It's probably dropped about 15 degrees in the past 2 hours.
Yeah, it gets cold up on these mountains, man. Like if a town is, it all depends, but a town is probably, just say it's 50 degrees. Up here it's going to be 44, 43. It all depends though. But the mountains are definitely colder, and you got to prepare for it.
Unpredictable.
Yep. Got to make sure you're prepared. So, just checking the time. Oh, we're good. We got another 14 minutes for this segment. Not like you film with this camera for 25 minutes. So, I don't know. We'll probably eat here in a little bit. A good thing about the freeze-dried meals, I will say, is you don't really have to, like a mountain house, you gotta put the water in and let it go for, 10, 15 minutes?
Depending on the meal, yeah.
Yeah, let it steam up to hydrate. But these meals, you just drop it in. Now, I can't weigh the water to know how much, so sometimes it could get a little soupy, but it's all good. In Hollywood, y'all. So, get a little soupy, it's still good, but try to... Yeah, it's good.
Food, man.
It's good. Last night, I had spaghetti and meatballs, and I had beef stroganoff. I had a Mountain House meal last night. My man he likes the biscuits and gravy. He's like, biscuit, you're like the dude, mustard and biscuits. I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
Out. Yeah, never checked that one out. I have to. Put that
he likes
that on the calendar.
Yeah, it has like it has like gravy, biscuits
gravy,
and
sausage.
Little sausages. So he had one last night.
It's pretty beast. It's not bad. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
it's not as good as my man's, I'll tell you that. Mr. Chef here, Mr. Guy Vietti.
Yo, I could cook, y'all. You might not know it, but I could actually cook. I cook all day sometimes. Cook all day. I wake up, I cook for my little sidekick, and then I cook for myself, and then I cook for the harvest right. And sometimes I cook 12 hours a day. I gotta slow down because it's cutting into my video times how much I cook sometimes, but the video times is the editing sometimes. It takes a while to edit. Hopefully I can, maybe one day I'll be able to afford somebody to edit for me. But so I had meatballs and spaghetti. We had beef stroganoff, Mountain House, beef jerky. He had biscuits and gravy. This morning Akio woke up. Akio always wants to eat, so I had lasagna. I had a baked lasagna. That was good. There was cheese in it. It had a lot of hamburger in it. It was delicious. And so that was good. The meatballs. You like the spaghetti, right?
It's on point.
Yeah, it was good.
On point, surprisingly. Like,
yeah,
you wouldn't think that something like that you could do yourself.
Yeah,
not a lot of people have accessibility to those kind of things.
Yeah,
it's kind of great. It's kind of awesome that he's actually wanting up a lot of people, wanting up a lot of like industries that they want to spend.
It's expensive. It is
lots of money on dehydrated meals that you can honestly do it yourself if you can afford it.
Yeah, because I never have leftovers. And it's a lot cheaper now. The Harvest Right machine, if you don't know, they are expensive. I know a lot of people are hurting for money and can't afford that. I understand what me and my family did, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money, but credit, but we had to put it on a credit card, like half of it, and pay cash the other half. I'm not suggesting that, but it's that time I'm feeling in life where if it all goes down, I don't know if Mr. Visa is going to be coming knocking at your door. So that's up to you. That's a personal decision. We got the small one, and it ran. It's expensive. It's like $3,000. We got the one with the pump that has to add oil. They have one that doesn't have oil. That's even more expensive. I think they got a. I'm not really for sure. They might have like a large, a medium, and a small. We got a small. As far as the large has 4 trays, we got the one with 3 trays. So just checking the time. We got about 10 minutes, but
I'm gonna let your boy. He's gonna talk the rest of this time for the segment. Duty calls, kids.
do your thing. Watch out, that's the snakes. Don't bite your snake. There, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Whip out your snake, and then you might have a snake try to bite your snake. That would never be good. Or you might have to do a number 2, and
Don't forget the TP kid.
and you might have to do a number 2, and you got a doo-doo, and you pull down your pants, and the snakes want to have romance. So just make sure you check your surroundings before you put your hind parts down. And Mr. Snake don't try to come up and try to get frisky with you and try to do some Brokeback Mountain on y'all. So you don't want Mr. Snake try to do some Brokeback Mountain on you. So just make sure you check your surroundings. You got to be careful out here. You can get killed out here. There's a million ways you can get killed out here if you ain't paying attention. You got widowmakers. You got rattlesnakes. There's copperheads in this area. There's plants you could touch and you'd be over, folks. So you don't want to try to eat nothing. Just a word to the wise. You don't want to try to eat something you can't identify, because you can be in trouble, folks. Especially out here in a wilderness and you got a long hike and you eat something wrong, it might be over for you. Well, I'm not very good, to be honest with you, with identifying plants. I know a couple of them, simple ones, but I'm not like Cody Lundin or something and can just go around picking up berries and all types of stuff and eating them. I know what I know, but I don't know. I'll be honest with you, it's very limited as far as just walking out in the forest and me being able to identify plants to eat it. I do study it, but it's very hard. You want to kind of have a couple books to cross-reference stuff, and I don't know. That's why cash supplies are important, and you could stash stuff all over the mountains, and we're gonna get into that because you gotta eat. You don't want to starve to death, but you gotta figure if something happens, everybody's going to be hunting for the animals. So animals are going to be limited. So you want to get your supplies, and you want to start early and get your caches. And a million ways we're going to get into that. You bury it. You can just hide it. You can. It's like having a geolocator on it. I don't like messing with that, but I'm pretty good at what I got. Good navigational skills. Not saying I can't lose stuff, but we're going to get into all that, folks. So we're just going to end this segment, and we'll be right back at you. All right, I just wanted to, it's getting chilly. I had to, let me see. Let's see what I'm probably looking rough. Look a little rough, but it's all right. We've been out here for a day already. Look, part of my appearance. Whew, child. It got cold. You can probably hear the wind. Like I said, part of my appearance, man. We've been roughing it for a little bit. Didn't get the best night sleep last night. I slept probably 2 hours at the most. Me personally, I like to have a radio with me just to kind of break up the sounds of the woods and to keep my mind occupied, because sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. So I like playing the radio. I put it on low just so I can hear somebody, if somebody's trying to get their creep on. Put it on low, or I'll rock like one earbud in. in my ear, but I like having a radio. But last night I wasn't really messing with it, so I didn't. I need sound when I sleep too. It helps me sleep better. That's just me. Probably a lot of people are like that. I always put the TV on or something. I watch a lot of camping videos when I go to sleep, actually, just of different people. But so I didn't sleep the best, but we woke up. We woke up early in the morning. We got up pretty much probably 7:30, right after the sun rose up, and we went down, got some water because it's a little hike. It took us a while, a couple hours to hike back. Loaded up our backpacks. We just left our equipment up here. Went down empty-handed with the backpacks so we can carry as much water, because like I said, we go through water because a lot of the stuff, our food takes a lot of water, and then Akio drinks like a fish. She's like Finding Nemo. So, but I wanted to show you real quick, probably a better scenery than my mean mug. This little, it's like a little, not really a cave. Well, that's the sky, because I hit the button wrong. Put this back. I got one of those Weebills, the stabilizer, and just shout out to Weebill. I do like it, but me personally, one thing I don't like about the Weebills is the cameras batteries go out fast, and you have to unscrew it and rebalance it every time, unless I'm doing something wrong, just to change your battery on your camera. And it's not fun, folks. And you got to have it like perfectly balanced. I just got it, so I'm not the best with it. Maybe I'll get better over the years. You got to have it perfectly balanced, or it starts acting screwy like that. Or if you move it wrong way, I probably didn't get the best balancing on it because I just wanted to get out here and shoot real quick. But what I don't like about it is you gotta take your camera off and rebalance it every time you change the battery, and it's a pain in the neck. I wish they had a little trap door where your battery goes with the camera, so you can just drop the door down for your battery. Maybe I got the cheap version or something, I don't know. I know there's bigger ones and better ones, but trap door, just take the battery out, throw another battery in, and you go. It's a pain in the neck to rebalance it and everything. But this isn't a cave, but I wanted to show you guys this. You're in a survival situation. Cool little spot. Watch my foot. Cool little spot. It's like a little, you can either have a fire up in there, which would be good because it would deflect back at you. Fire, hit that rocks and heat up, you'd be warm. But there's that one, it doesn't go all the way across, but then there's another little, gotta watch my step because real rocky here. There's another one right there. It's kind of cool. I wish it went all the way to one big area, but there's like a little area there, and there's another little area right there you could chill at. That'd be, if I was by myself, I'd probably circulate that heat. I think it'd be pretty cool. The wind is picking up. It started dropping already. Like I said, it was up to 78 today, which the weatherman said it was supposed to be 68. Well, it got 10 degrees higher, but the sun is going down in this part of town, and the wind is picking up, and it got chilly out here quick. Gotcha. Hey, Kiki. There's Kiki chilling. She did pretty good. She got a little spooked out. Like I said, she looked miserable last night, y'all, and I just didn't film that much because, like I said, we got out here a little late, which will probably be a theme of mine throughout my videos. And it was her first night. She was a little weirded out a little bit. It's her first time in the woods. First time I took her camping. I just wish she didn't. She gets car sick. She's just throwing up a lot. And I thought I would have to maybe get out of here today, but she seems to be over the car ride. And she's keeping stuff down. But like I said, she probably threw up 6-7 times yesterday. Just kept on throwing up. She doesn't like the car. She's not used to it. You know, she'll probably grow out of it. She's still a puppy, man, even though she's getting big. A little far shot. That's a good scene right there. So I mean, my ugly mug ain't in your face. Yeah, it's getting chilly. You can probably hear the wind pick up. Woo! It said the first night it was like, trying to remember, I didn't write it down or nothing, but yeah, I think it got 42 at least, probably colder, and it's supposed to be real cold tonight. Not real cold, it's Fahrenheit. I know a lot of people do it with Celsius, but it's probably gonna get down to 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. So that's a little chilly. Ain't the chilliest, but for a fall night, that's a little cold to me. I get cold easily, so that's not good. But I got wool socks. Oh, those trees are shaking. Gotta definitely look up and make sure you ain't sent by the Widowmakers. That tree don't look the best, but it goes that way. Like I said, first year we came up, I had a hammock. They had a big, large tent, and a tree fell in the middle of the night. And if the tree blew to the right, it would have crushed them to death, but it went to the left. So y'all gotta be aware of the Widowmakers. And if you don't know, some people don't know, it's just dead trees or branches that if the wind picks up, you ain't around them. If a tree's alive, it's good. But this tree ain't the best behind us right here. Really. But it is bending that way and probably fall down the cliff because it's like bending and shaping. Sun's going down, y'all. So you're probably seeing that behind me. I don't know. Let me check it out real quick. Sun's going down. Well, you got time? It's dark around 7 right now. Plus you're in the woods, so it gets dark fast. 6:20. So we got about 40 minutes, and it's gonna be creepy crawlers out here, folks. I gotta balance this thing out a little better to be carrying it around, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna kind of leave you stationary and get you a good shot of the camp. We'll just go with this. Let's just go with this. I hope you're hearing me good. If not, we'll give it a little boost on the audio when I edit it. I just kind of put the booster on. I didn't have the booster on the microphone. So I hope I got everything from before. The microphone was on. So hopefully I got it. If not, might have to give it a boost, and then I just put the booster on. So hopefully it'll come through. Just do it right now. Get some water going, because the Keo is getting a little cranky. Alright folks, I had to take a break. I hope and pray that the stuff I had before picked up. Like I said, I could kind of edit it and boost the audio a little bit because I didn't put the booster on. And that would be a wiggity whack if it didn't pick up. But hey man, stuff happens, so gotta make sure I check everything. But we're gonna put some water on because the Keo's getting hungry, plus I'm hungry too. It's just not a Keo. We're gonna put some water on Let that boil out and boil up, and we're gonna get going on this pot roast and potatoes. Get that cracking out. See what we got going on. Like I said, we got about 40 minutes or so. And that sun's gonna be behind those trees, and it's gonna get dark out quick. Yeah, but the wind is picking up big time. Big time. You can probably hear it. Hopefully it's not like this all night long. Got an airplane flying. Joe Robinette airplane is another YouTuber. He always has an airplane flying.
I think it's windy up here. Imagine up there.
Yes, sir. Look at this water going, and I'm gonna make sure I get some footage while I got some more light out, but we'll just shoot the whole, just sit here and chat a little bit. Let me see, I'm a fiend for the caffeine, so I bring a Red Bull, man, because I get tired, man, sometimes. So I don't like coffee, especially when I'm camping, because coffee goes right through me. You hear those trees, man. That's one thing. I don't really like being out here when it's real windy. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. We got a tree right here. The base, I was just shaking on it a little bit. The base looks good, but the top is a little questionable. I'm not even gonna lie. Probably not the best thing to have camp right here. We didn't see it though. We were out here for 2 days and just noticed it just now. Hopefully it calms down a little bit. The tree is leaning. The tree is leaning that way. Looks like it has a strong base, but you never know what the top can do. Top's a little suspect. And it's a tall tree. So Keo was over here chained up to this tree. I moved her back a little bit. I'm so crazy over Keo, I'll probably jump on top of her, kill myself and try to save her. Which probably ain't the smart thing to do, but we're just kind of keeping our eye out on that tree, man. It is bending that way, away from us, but the wind's blowing so hard it swings back this way sometimes. Wind just start picking up right now, man. Maybe it's just, hopefully it'll slow down. Even sometimes though, you gotta watch out, man. You might not need wind and it still falls. That's a little suspect. The only fortunately thing where we're sleeping at, we're protected by other trees, but where I'm sitting at right now, probably isn't the best spot. Probably isn't the best spot. So if you hear some cracking, and you can hear the other trees bending like crazy. You can hear it creaking. That isn't this tree behind me, but if you hear some cracking, you're gonna see me jumping like Jumpin' Jack Flash. I did bring a little, I did bring a little stove, which I think I'm going to use so I could just get this going a little faster. So I can get this going. Sometimes the water takes a little while next to the fire, and then you get stuff in the water. So I'm going to take that out, put it on there. That'll be boiling in no time. We'll start getting our eat on here in a minute, folks. Yep, yours is good. We'll put his closer into the fire, like a smart man. Me,
It's not like that.
I'm Mr. Dum Dum, and put it out further. Yeah, she will. Akio loves to eat. Pretty much like all dogs, but Akio, she's a growing woman, so she loves to eat. And I love taking freeze-dried foods because it's light and I can bring a lot and it's really not that heavy. I got a big Rubbermaid tote back at the home camp, at base camp, full of them. I can pick it up, throw it across the room. Probably weighs not even 5 pounds. It probably has a lot of meals. I don't know exactly how many I got in here, but that's why I like to freeze dry foods instead of, a whole bunch of cans or carrying a whole bunch of rice or something, man. That weighs you down. I try to go as light. A lot of people start off, including myself, it's kind of funny. When you start off camping, a lot of people just get the heavy stuff because they're not aware, and then when you start getting a little more seasoned, you start knowing that everything's about weight and everything. Try to get as light as possible, man. So it's kind of funny. You get the old stuff. A lot of people can't afford it because the light stuff, it's all about the cash. So like everything else in life. So a lot of the light stuff costs more money too as well. And a lot of people can't afford it, which is perfectly understandable. So if you're smart, you hear those trees creaking. If you're smart, you might want to just save your little cash up and buy the light stuff at the beginning, and then you won't be wasting money. Or you can buy the heavy stuff, get into the light stuff, and just sell it on eBay. But they just passed that 1099K, and Dark Brandon's gonna tax you for it now this year, so keep that in mind. You pay taxes when you buy the stuff, and then you're gonna pay taxes when you sell it on eBay. Tax. But we won't get too much into that because we're gonna keep it lighthearted and having a good time. I know y'all watch these videos to get away from that stuff, so we'll cut that. We won't talk too much about that. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So, but like me, Walmart's cheap. A lot of people go to Walmart and buy stuff. So now some stuff at Walmart is okay. They got the Gerber knives and some of it's okay, but it's just heavy. So got the water starting to go. Probably turn up the flame a little bit. Get it going. I don't want to make it too hot. Cause then Akio can't. Akio burn her tongue. I don't want to burn my tongue either. Hopefully it's winter calm down. It's not a good place to be in the woods when it's real windy out. It's probably one of the most dangerous times, that and lightning. Now, me and Will the Thrill came out here in a hurricane, y'all. Like what, 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, at least something like that. Yeah.
Ooh, child. It was cold. It was rainy. We got up here in the middle of a hurricane. I forget what hurricane it was, but your boys made it through it, but it wasn't like Motel 6 leaving the lights on for you. It was rough, but we were a little seasoned and we made it through it. Thank the good Lord above. But it wasn't like sunshine and rainbows. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Was it sunshine and rainbows? I'm gonna keep it right. Let me see how hot it is. It's probably pretty good. Seen a little bubbles. I don't know where I even put my this one? Data. Make sure you take out your... Oops, probably shouldn't have thrown that in the fire, but it's okay. Make sure you take out your oxygen absorber. Dump it on in, my friend. And like I said, I like this now. A lot of people weigh these out that know how much water you add to it out here. I don't mark the bags or nothing out here. I kind of just eye it. But the good thing about this, all you got to do is kind of rehydrate it. You don't have to fold it up. Could if you want. I kind of like eye it up, get it wet. Add a little more. Make sure we get that gravy, baby. Keel got up. She's like, Daddy, what you got for us, sister? So I kind of put the oil, or the water, excuse me, in it. I don't let it sit for it, but I let it, I make sure it covers it. Kiki, get back, baby girl. You can't see. Kind of swish it around, make sure you get all the contents wet. See, it's trying to get a little dark on its fire roll.
Yep. 25 more minutes. Not even.
Yeah, I forgot, because like everybody, you always forget something. I forgot my big camping lantern, but I do have a couple little lights I can string up. Hopefully, with the fire and the lights, there'll be enough light to see me. If not, hey, man. We're going to get this fire cranking at night, though, a little bit, so... We're keeping it small right now. Kiki, get back here, baby girl. Come here. Light the camera over. Kiki's hungry. Let's see what we got here, Kiki. Oh my goodness. Corn ain't really rehydrated the best one. I'm gonna give y'all a good look. Put something in this pan for Kiki and give y'all a look to see what we got. This bag's full too. Kiki's gonna tear this up. I probably should let the corn rehydrate more, but I'm so hungry and she's hungry. We're gonna go to town on this and I'll probably chip a tooth. I'm gonna show y'all, see that? Oh, kids. It's delicious. Look at Kiki. She's getting down. She don't even want to wait. Come here, Kiki. Let's go over here, baby. There you go, Kiki. I eat a little bit. I give Kiki more than I eat. I'm not really a big eater. The corn is crispy. The corn is crispy. It's the first time I just got this a little while ago, so I'm still learning about it. Oh my goodness, folks. Plenty of light. We're back in action. Folks. Back, turn this light off. Yep, we're still good. Folks, I'm gonna tell you right now. Weeble, we're going to have a little discussion. I'm not going to talk about it now, but what happens is the battery, real quick, I'll just let you know what happened. You can see it's pitch black out. When the battery dies on the camera, I don't even know how much. Sometimes it's hard to know when the battery dies because it's kind of chilling and the batteries go fast. Well, when the batteries die on the camera, I got to see when it cut off because I was talking for a little bit and go back through it. When the batteries cut off, you got to totally take the camera off to put the battery, change the battery, and then you gotta rebalance the weeble, and it's not the most convenient thing. But we won't harp about it. I'm gonna shoot a review on it. It is a nice piece of equipment, but it's not the most convenient equipment because you gotta rebalance it every single time. Now I know I'm a little new with it, with rebalancing it. But boy, when it's kind of weird, it's like picks up, it dies down, picks up. Might be doing it all night. The local weather didn't say there's hardly going to be any wind, but like I said earlier, it wasn't supposed to be up to 78 today, so they got that wrong and they got the wind wrong. So they're batting 0 for 2. When we head on down off the top of this mountain, I'm going to film some more, probably just us hiking down the trail. And as far as tonight, we're just going to get this fire going a little bit more. We're not going to be doing too much.
No trick-or-treating tonight.
Exactly. And we're not going to be filming too much as far as the overnight camping video is. So, and we'll go from there, folks. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and Will the Thrill tonight, and Akio. Can't forget Akio. I appreciate y'all having the patience for me before I came out so I could get out in the woods. It's been a little while. I started my channel really going basically. I forget the exact, maybe April. So it really took me a little while to get going. Like I said, I had some personal things I had to take care of, but everything should be cool. And I thank you for your patience. I thank you for clicking on the video. If you want to learn how to survive, hit that subscribe button. Help a brother out, y'all. And I'll come back with y'all. Alright, y'all. When we're walking out tomorrow, getting out of here. I appreciate it. Y'all be good.
Y'all be good.
Alright, y'all. We weren't tired, didn't sleep that much last night, but it's okay. Will and Akio made their way to the parking lot. I was taking a little while to pack, and I told them I would meet them down there. So this is going to conclude this video of the overnight. Our first overnighter. Please, if you like the content, please consider subscribing. We'll have a lot more videos coming up. And we're going to meet up with Akio and Will. Hopefully he ran her around so she don't get sick. On the way home, she's tired and she'll lay down. So this is your boy Isaac James for SE Wolverines. I appreciate y'all clicking on the channel and stopping by. But this will conclude this. Thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope you have a good one.